Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I'm now joined by 2014 NFL Draft prospect out of Missouri, defensive end Kony Ealy. Thanks for joining the show, Kony. Congratulations on a great season and the 41-31 victory over Oklahoma State, man. It was a great game. How's it going?
It's fine. I'm just out here traveling. Doing a little traveling best.
Hey, that sounds good to me, man. So, getting started with this interview, talking about your football career, Kony. Coming out of high school, you were ranked as one of the top football players in all of the country and was actually the third best player in Missouri. You had college offers from a number of schools, including Nebraska, Arkansas, and Illinois, but you decided to stay at home and attend Missouri. Why did you feel Mizzou was the best fit for you?
Well, I looked at all the colleges that I was deciding whether I was want to go to, and I put it all very simple just to get understanding of which colleges I wanted to go to. So I went to on my visit to Missouri, and then I really loved it. You know, the coaches and the team, and just the atmosphere around. It felt like the right choice and the right fit for me.
And was staying at home a big impact in your choice?
Of course. Everybody in hometown, everybody throughout the state, just everywhere I go, it's just people thank you for coming and staying here at home, going to Missouri and not going and betraying us somewhere. I know it was joking, but still a lot of people. It was good to see a lot of people happy that I stayed home.
And let's start talking about your time at Mizzou. You're beginning to make some noise as a redshirt freshman as you played in all 12 games. You recorded your very first quarterback sack that season. Any chance you could tell us more about that, who it was against, and just how it felt to record your first quarterback sack of your college football career?
Yeah, I remember that game. It was against Texas Tech. Coach put me in midway through the game and having to come off really hard on the tackle. I forgot the tackle's name. I came off really hard, made a good push-pull, rip move, and then I got to the quarterback and, just clobbered him. It was kind of a special moment for me, being my first sack in my college career. And I just so overwhelmed by it.
Being a defensive end, is there a better feeling than, getting a quarterback sack?
Say that again?
Being a defensive end, a big-time defensive end at that, at a big-time school like Mizzou, is there a better feeling than getting a quarterback sack? Is getting a forced fumble or maybe an interception, does that feel better than getting a sack, or is getting a sack the best feeling you could even think of when it comes to football?
Definitely, when I got that interception in the Indiana game, it made me feel like old times in high school again. I haven't touched the ball or scored a touchdown since high school. So it was a really good feeling at the college level, just being able to go out there and do some of the things that my offensive teammates do playing offense.
In 2012, the Missouri Tigers, you guys are no longer in the Big 12 and are now in the SEC. Were you excited about this change, being able to go head-to-head against many of the most talented teams in the most competitive conference in the country?
Big 12 is one of the best conferences in the country, but I feel SEC is a little bit better as far as NFL caliber type players. So you play against the best of the best every week. There's no games off.
All right, Kony, the Mizzou Tigers finished that 2012 season with a 5-7 record, and you were able to play in all 12 of those games, starting 10 of those, and you recorded over 30 tackles along with 3.5 sacks. With that being said, entering this past season, the 2013 season, coming off of that 5-7 season in 2012, what were your personal and team expectations for your guys' second year in the SEC?
It's just to go out there and prove everybody wrong, just to win games and even though I said prove everybody wrong, but it wasn't directly focused on that, because if you focus on too many things at once as far as when you're playing football, you don't get anything you want accomplished. And as if we go out there worried about what people were going to say or how last year how people thought that this year was going to go, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have played as good as we did this year.
And you guys finished this past season with a very successful 10-2 record and a Cotton Bowl victory over Oklahoma State, and had arguably the best defense in the country. I know you Missouri Tigers played in many big games, including the victory over Johnny Manziel and the Texas A&M Aggies, or even the loss in the SEC championship game against the Auburn Tigers. But overall, how would you, Kony Ealy, describe the season yourself and the team had?
I think we accomplished a lot this year. Of course, we had 11-2 record this year. Coach Payton got a lot of different awards, including one of I think he passed our Don Farrell, one of the all-time winners coaches at Mizzou. I think he passed his record with their last win in the Cotton Bowl. Definitely, just it pulled a different direction, especially just leadership from my seniors and everybody else getting up on board and everybody giving 110%, even me after practice or before practice, extra film time. And just went out there and landed out on Saturdays and Friday.
Kony, after a great season for yourself and as a team, you recorded 43 tackles, 9.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and an interception, like you mentioned earlier. You'll forego your senior year at Missouri and declare for the 2014 NFL Draft. Why do you feel it's better for you to come out this year and not next year?
Well, after sitting and talking to my father and my head coach, Coach Pickle, I feel like it was a good decision personally. I had right buzz at the right time. I got to thank my teammates because they, we all play together and create wins for individualism. To have a little bit of success, especially when you win, is magnified. But with all that being said, I just felt like it was time for me, personal decision, whether it's family or, just my beliefs as what the coaches have brought to me. And I feel like I really couldn't. They taught me everything that they could teach me at that level. Now it's a little bit things here and there where I can polish my game up, but I feel like it's time to move on to the next level and learn those things.
Now, Kony, you mentioned your name blew up at the right time. Did that surprise you at all? Maybe you turn on CBS Sports, maybe you turn on ESPN, and they're talking about you, Kony Ealy, out of Missouri?
Not at all. I have great confidence in myself. I knew before the season started where I could be, and I'm definitely on that path, on that way. I still got a little bit of work to do. But I'm getting there, and I'm staying home. I'm keeping God first. I keep my friends and family close. But at the same time, when it's time to get down and do work, I'm focused in that area too. So I know what it takes to get there, and I know how long this process is going to take. It's a matter of taking one day at a time. I'm just taking all this in, just enjoying my time as I go in the process.
Chris Shanafelt talking with 2014 NFL Draft prospect out of Missouri, Kony Ealy. And Kony, you're ranked pretty high on the NFL Draft board so far. According to NFLDraftScout.com, you are the second best out of 228 defensive ends that'll be entering the 2014 NFL Draft. Now, do you pay attention to stuff like that, like where you're ranked and where people have you going in their mock drafts?
I can't be naive to the fact that, I look on the internet and I see those things, but it's a process and it comes down to the last part of the recruiting process as far as prospects goes. You have to go through training, then combine, and in combine you have to do a lot of interviews, and then you got to go to pro day, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that go on there. So I'm just, I'm not surprised. And I do pay attention to a lot of those things. At the same time, I try to stay humble and hard-working. That way I know I can't fall off my game. And just, continue to just take one day at a time through this process.
Who would you say have been helping you out and have been encouraging you the most during your time at, Missouri, during your time playing football?
My teammates, my coaches, former players, Sheldon Richardson, even Dr. Louis Smith, guys who I've all played with or looked up to and worked with, who taught me, my father, my family, just everybody been a positive inspiration to me. My sister, most importantly, because of her condition and how she just shows poise and happiness. So, I got a number of people that I can say that it keeps me inspired to keep on going on and on,
Hey, that's great to hear, man. Not everybody can say that. I'm sure you're very proud to say that. And my next question for you, Kony, is let's say for whatever reason, now I'm not sure if there is one or not, but let's say there's an NFL general manager listening to this interview. Why should he want Kony Ealy, defensive end out of Missouri, on his team?
Well, first and foremost, I love the game. I love football. I love to win. I love my teammates. I love being a part of something great. That's what I want to be a part of. I know it's not an individual sport, and a lot of success and wins will, magnify that. But at the same time, that's not the most important thing. and also, knowing that I'm going to go out there and give my maximum effort. I think I have a lot of skill set to bring to the table as far as being able to play different spots that's confident. And I think they can utilize me in a lot of different situations.
Well, we have the NFL Combine coming up next month, actually, February 19th to the 25th, and then from May 8th to May 10th, we have the 2014 NFL Draft. How excited are you for all this stuff to take place, man?
Man, I'm thrilled, but I'm just taking it all in as I go on. I know it's a long process. I'm going through this process, but I'm just one day at a time, just taking it on. And I gotta thank God. It's a blessing that He allow us to wake up every day and just enjoy the things that we get to enjoy, experience. So just having that blessing and also just being able to enjoy life. So I'm really thrilled.
Now, I'm not sure if you know this, Kony, but this show is broadcasted out of Chicago, and the Bears have the 14th overall pick, man. How would you like to come out here and be a part of the Chicago Bears defense?
I would love it. I mean, just, being able to play football and being a part of something great is what I really, look up to. But, I mean, wherever I shall fall, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to give the next effort and, hopefully win a Super Bowl.
Kony Ealy, defensive end out of Missouri. Man, I really appreciate your time on this show. I'm certainly wishing you nothing but the best, and I sure hope we can stay in touch. Before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to, say for myself and our listeners?
Say it again. I better hear you.
Before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to plug on there for myself and our listeners? Man, I really do appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.